This is my I-4 PilotEdge rating flight.
Oral warning, okay.
Put ATIS in COM2. And we'll put ground. ATIS, ground.
Runway 20 left.
Information X-ray. Okay, live weather's not giving me the right pressure, so I need to set this to 3002. That's pretty close. Clearance is 118. So we'll turn that off so we don't have to hear them, and we'll go in here and we'll put in 1180. Clearance November 521 Charlie Lima, requesting destination for the I-4. Sierra Bravo Delta San Bernardino for 21 Charlie Lima. Thanks. So we'll go look up the tech route to San Bernardino, which is SLI, and then the Victor 8 to Paradise. We'll go get the actual flight path so I can enter all the points in. Okay, SNA. I'm going to turn that off so it's not distracting us. And go back to setting up the flight plan. KSNA to KSBD. This is the correct tech route for that flight is for a TBM. It's going to be tech route 13. So that's what we'll file when we file our flight plan with PilotEdge. And that's the waypoints that I'm entering in now. So we're going to go to SLI, which has recently been fixed, so I can now enter SLI, which is awesome. And then Anaheim. And then Ollie. And then Puxku. P-O-X-K-U. Now these are all waypoints along the Victor 8. If we had the waypoint of the navigation airway feature implemented, you could just put in Victor 8 and it would put all these in for you. eByte. Paradise, which is PDZ. And that's it. Then we should get a visual approach into the airport. I'll go ahead and put in Seal Beach and Paradise in for our nav ones right now. So the first one we'll hit is Seal Beach, so we'll put in 115.7. And then we'll hit Paradise after that, 112.2. And we'll go ahead and set up those two bearing pointers. So after we get airborne, we'll pick those guys up. Actually, we're picking up PDZ right now, interestingly enough. Let's zoom out and look at this whole flight plan, make sure it makes sense. Yep, Seal Beach, Anaheim, Ollie, Paku, X-Byte, Paradise, and then San Bernardino is right up there. 6,000 is the correct altitude. We'll see what we get in our clearance when we actually file it and then get it from ATC. So I think we are mostly set up to request our clearance now. So we'll hop into nav and we'll switch back to clearance. But I need to go and file flight plan. So sorry, I'll turn this back down until I'm done filing the flight plan. So it'll be an I-4 flight plan, November 521 Charlie Lima. We're in a TBM 9, which has equipment code /Lima. True airspeed will be 250. We're departing from KSNA. We're going to KSBD, San Bernardino, cruising at 6,000 feet. Don't need an alternate because the weather's good. For the route of flight, I'm going to put in CSTP 13, which is tech route to SBD, filed by me, not using custom weather. This is a PilotEdge rating flight, and this is my I-4. So that all looks good. Let's file that flight plan. Flight plan filed successfully. So let's go back over to clearance. Clearance, November 521 Charlie Lima, IFR to San Bernardino with X-ray. Cleared to San Bernardino, fly heading 175, radar vectors Seal Beach, and then is filed. Climb maintain 5,000, expect 6,000, 10 minutes after, 128.1, squawking 5236, November 521 Charlie Alpha. Alright, so let's put in 5,000 since that's the altitude they gave us. We will go into our squawk and we'll put in 5236, enter, and then we'll go into the PilotEdge client and we will turn on mode C. Let's go ahead and put in our heading of 175. Since that's the heading they gave us for after takeoff. It's heading 175. We'll pick up our first needle, which will be to Seal Beach, which is over here. So we're going to take off to the south and then radar vectors to Seal Beach. Got the altimeter set. We'll recheck the ATIS to see if that's current right before we call for taxi. Let's put in 1281 for departure. And tower. I'll put in tower after we get our taxi instructions because there's a different tower frequency depending on which runways you're going to. Ground is 1208. So you'll see I've switched to radio 2. And we're monitoring both right now. Okay, when we call for taxi, we're going to tell them where we are and that we're taxiing I-4 to San Bernardino. And let's double check that we still have the right. Okay, so we still have X-ray. John Wayne Ground, November 521, Charlie Lima is at the southeast executive ramp. Taxi I-4 with X-ray. That's right. Runway 20 right via Alpha Hotel, Charlie Kilo. Hold short of 20 left. 21 Charlie Lima. So if we look at the chart, we'll go on to 20 right, which is the long one, and then we're going to take so we're going to do Alpha, and then Hotel means we're going to jink in towards 20 left, and then we'll head up Charlie all the way to Kilo. Okay? So this is a left turn for us. Get the park and brake off. So our tower frequency for 20 right is going to be 126.8. This is hotel. Now we head all the way down here to the second to the last entry point, which is Kilo. Then we'll hold short of 20 left. Call tower. They should give us clearance across 20 left over to 20 right. Passing Juliet. Okay, switching to tower, which we'll do by switching back to radio 1. 126.8, that is correct. John Wayne Tower, November 521 Charlie Lima is holding short of 20 left. Cross 20 left at Kilo, 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff, 521 Charlie Lima. Okay, so we've already been cleared for takeoff. Flaps are set. Altitude set, heading is set. Final looks clear. Set our heading. And we'll go vertical speed. Put in a couple thousand feet per minute. Here we go. Climbing away, gears up. Flaps up. Nose up trim. Gears up and flaps up. Get the power back a little. Contact departure, 521 Charlie Lima. Okay, I got the autopilot on. Turning to our heading since we're above 400 feet. Climbing, so now we'll just switch over to departure. Departure 521 Charlie Lima, passing 1500 for 5,000. Climb and maintain 6,000, 521 Charlie Lima. So put in 6,000 since that's our new altitude. You can see Seal Beach is over here. So we're looking for a pretty hard right turn to head up towards KSLI. $1,000 to go. Picking up both of these, SLI, PDZ. 30 miles to Paradise, about 17 to Seal Beach. Living at 6,000, accelerating towards 250. Right turn, direct Seal Beach, resume on navigation, 521 Charlie Lima. So they give us direct Seal Beach, so I'm just going to bring my heading right around to point at that bearing pointer. Just like that. So just swing us around and head us right towards Seal Beach. And technically we should fly a course to Seal Beach. So in heading mode, I will now switch over to VOR1. And we'll set a course once we roll out. By putting in a course here, we'll make sure that we fly a good ground track, even if there's crosswinds. Okay, rolling out here, so let's put that course in and nav. So confirm VOR, confirm SLI. We'll be flying a course of 331 into Seal Beach. A lovely Southern California day. Check the ATIS at San Bernardino real quick, since it's a short flight. Got a little bit of clouds, but it's still VFR. Arriving departing runway is 24. Visual approach is in use. They don't have an altimeter, and it's information Victor. Okay, when we get close to Seal Beach, I'll be able to turn the FMS GPS navigation back on, and it should just pick up the flight plan that we filed from Seal Beach and on. Just to double check things. After Seal Beach, we'll be heading to Point Anaheim. Right there, Anaheim. We probably want a little over a mile of turn. So about 4.5 miles to go. And heading .7. Approaching Seal Beach. Okay, we'll put in heading, and we will switch to FMS, and we have SLI to Anaheim here. Looks like that heading estimate was pretty good, but we are going to overshoot the course just a bit. So we'll go ahead and put it in nav mode and let it get settled out, straightened up on this course. It was important to come into heading mode and get out of VOR mode because we flew right over that VOR, so we lost the signal there for a bit. Didn't want the plane to go off in some freaky direction. Lake Havasu, wow, that's up in Arizona. Okay, this is a pretty straight shot. I think it kind of heads up through this valley. Okay, runway 24. That is a westerly runway, so expect our visual approach to bring us around and land to the west. The winds there were 330, 15 gust 22, so pretty good wind. We're now doing Anaheim to Ollie. Still at 6,000. And you can also see that we're lined up with the Paradise. There. We don't need SLI anymore, so what I'll do is I'll just put in as a backup the San Bernardino. See if they have an ILS there. I think they do. I'll put that in as a backup in case I need it. Nope, runway 8. So if he sends us to 24, we won't really have an instrument backup. We'll see what he does. I'll bring up a chart just for some situational awareness. E-Byte, and now on to Paradise. 13 miles to go. So this runway is at about 1,100 feet altitude. Nautical miles to PDZ. Wouldn't be surprised if I get a little jink to the left at Paradise to go stay away from the hills and head up there. I don't know. We'll see what he does. SoCal approach on 135.4, 521 Charlie Lima. One, 3, 5, 4. Transfer. SoCal approach, November 521 Charlie Lima, level 6,000, passing Paradise, heading to this SBD with Victor. Descend and maintain 5,000, expecting visual to 24, altimeter 3003, 521 Charlie Lima. Let's descend to 5,000. Sweet didn't give me a heading, so I'm heading direct to it. So this puts us 5,000 feet, puts us 4,000 above the runway, so it's still pretty high. And we need to get sight of this runway. Should be right out here somewhere. Slowing down to about 210. Looks like that might be the runway right there. Yep, that's it. We've got the runway in sight, 521 Charlie Lima. That's correct, runway is in sight. Clear visual 24, 21 Charlie Lima. 119.45 tower, 521 Charlie Lima. So we're gonna fly down and move some altitude so we can fly runway 24. And we need to put in 11945. San Bernardino Tower, November 521 Charlie Lima is with you, visual to runway 24. Clear to land runway 24 for 521 Charlie Lima. Awesome. So we're clear to land, so we'll go ahead and slow down and configure. Gears coming down. Another notch flaps. Sure do wish I had VR about now. Okay, there's the runway. Three green, gears down, flaps are full. And a dog leg. Okay, we're on glide path now. Lined up on center line. And landing is assured. Touchdown. Alright, we can take the next taxiway to the right. Get out of reverse thrust, flaps coming up. we're clear. So we'll just wait to hear from tower. Put in ground on 1218 in case we need it. And San Bernardino, November 521 Charlie Lima is clear. Thank you very much. You have a good day. So he gives parking, but I don't need to practice parking, so that's a pass for I-4. Went pretty smoothly. Great Asobo TBM, and I'm out of here.